Since gender is a social construct, it keeps changing as times change. Let's see how the world had changed from your grandparents' time to today. How some of us have brought about change. Thank you for joining us today. Please tell us a bit about yourselves. My name is Aparna. I'm 34 years old and I work as an entertainment lawyer. My name is Ravi. I'm 16 and I'm a student. My name is Shekhar and I'm 30. I'm the father of two daughters and I'm a stay-at-home. My name is Sandhuja. I'm 62 and I have my own business. My name is Raj and I'm 67. I'm retired and live with my daughter. My name is Prerna and I'm 18. I'm a student. Okay, thank you for introducing yourselves. We will be asking you a few questions about your life and how things have changed in your lifetime. Growing up, did you have access to education? When I was young, I wanted to study. I wanted to go to university like my uncle and get a government job. As my parents were not well off and were six of us, and it was a struggle for them to pay for the higher education for all of us, it was decided almost automatically that my younger brother would be allowed to pursue studies, while I would be required to help with the housework. However, when I became a mother myself, I made sure that both my girls and my son had full access to education that they wanted to pursue. I was able to study till high school because my father passed away early and I had to take care of the family business. It was not a choice and I'm happy I was able to provide for my family. I was one of the very few women to graduate in my batch, and as while there was access, there were a lot of hurdles I faced in terms of prejudice and bias. There is something that I continue to face till date in my profession. Did you have access to transport? I have my own scooty which allows me to travel freely, but I still need to be home by evening as I don't feel safe at night outdoors. My husband and I have a car and I have recently learned to drive. It was a struggle to convince my husband as he was worried I would get into an accident. But with determination, I was able to learn and now I can move around freely. I have a car and I learned to drive very early when I was 18. I'm looking to teach my daughters to drive when they turn 18. In our day and age, it was unheard of to have women driving. However, I'm very happy to see this change with even women taxi drivers earning a livelihood at par with male drivers. But I do not drive any vehicle myself. How did you go about selecting your partner? I'm not looking for a partner right now. I want to learn, to grow, to excel in life, and in that journey find a life partner with whom I can share that journey. My parents were very supportive of my choices. I had an arranged marriage when I was 23. My wife was 18 at that time, and we didn't even see each other face to face till we were married. We had a happy marriage though, and I miss her terribly. I met my wife at an event, and eventually we fell in love. We have had some challenges, but we're very happy, and our two daughters bring a lot of light and happiness to our lives. What has been the biggest change according to you in the way women and men are perceived and behave across time? In my time, women lived an entirely sheltered and isolated life within their homes. Their role was to nurture the family, take care of the young and elderly. With no other choices available, I was very fortunate to have a supportive family, and I'm one of the few from my generation to have started and scaled her own business. I think the biggest challenge is having women and men work side by side in all professions. Right from agriculture to manufacturing to services, more and more women are joining ranks, and that is critical for the progress of the country. The way I see my mom and dad sharing the household chores and having jobs compared to the way in which my grandparents were is a huge change for me. I think the idea of men taking on the role as caregivers and understanding that fathers are critical to a child's development is a good change. And while there is still a long way to go, there is something that is essential as it gives men a deep sense of meaning. I think the biggest change is the way in which women are perceived today as intelligent, strong, hardworking, and capable of taking on any task. This is something that is very different from our time. The biggest change for me is the idea of me having the same rights as boys and men around me, which is something I don't see with my mother.